Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Mark Johnson. We're in the Money Rideshare Chronicles. How you guys doing today? Again, if you guys like this content, share and like and subscribe to my page. Next installment is one time I was in downtown Toronto, and I picked up these two girls that were going to university, and they were talking in the back, saying that how there's no good guys at school that they can marry because they're surgeons. And so I'm just listening because, again, I'm driving. They're not talking to me. They're talking in the back. They're amongst themselves. So I'm just listening to them. And she's saying to her that, yeah, we're looking for a guy for you, because she's like, yeah, all the guys that I meet, they're all married. So what they were doing is they're in residency right now. And one of them was married already, and the other one was single. But all the guys she keeps on meeting amongst the faculty or whatever it is, they're all married, because, again, these guys are surgeons, and a lot of times they're coming from well-to-do homes, and I think at the end of the day the parents want them to get married as soon as possible, and they meet these chicks that just want to lock it down. You know what I mean? This guy's becoming a surgeon where he's going to make like $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, maybe $1 million a year, depending on where he works in the States or Canada. So I'm going to lock him down. So a lot of these guys are already married, and she was like kind of pissed because she's like, I can't find a guy. Meanwhile, her friend is married, so his friend's already good. She's locked down. It's all good. So she was just telling her that there's guys that I've met, and definitely they are all married. So she was kind of mad about that. But it is what it is, right? So I ended up dropping off one, and the other one stayed in the car. So I said to her, I heard what you guys were talking about. You guys talking about husbands and stuff like that. She goes, yeah, I'm married, but I'm trying to set my friend up with somebody, but everybody that she meets is already married, and they're both surgeons. She goes, yeah, pretty much we work so much and we have so much schooling that we really don't have time to go out and club, because all we're doing is studying. And so she can't find a mate, and all the guys that she sees on faculty are already married. So right there, that's a danger too, because a lot of times if those guys are like available or they're not happy with their marriage, they might go with a single girl, you know what I mean? But besides all that, you do whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to go down that rabbit hole, because I'm not judging nobody. But at the end of the day, I said to her, yo, that's pretty good that you're already married. I'm like, how long does the residency take? And she goes, well, the schools in Canada are pretty good, and she loves going to school here. I think she was like 26 or something. And I'm like, yeah, I can understand that by the time you guys meet somebody that's already done their schooling, they're already married, because they're already like 30. Like, you're talking about when someone wants to become a surgeon, especially a specialty, they're in school for years after high school. They're in school for like maybe 6 to 10 years of high school, of college, university, specialty school, whatever it is. And I never went down that route, because that's too much schooling, man. Like, that's way too much schooling. But again, if you guys like this content, share and like and subscribe to my page. And like I said, like, that's a lot of schooling. But again, those are the people that I sometimes pick up. But again, I don't usually speak to everybody that get into my car. Sometimes there's no conversation. Sometimes they just want to listen to the music. Sometimes they're all in their phone. Sometimes they're already on a phone call, or sometimes it's a couple or two people that get in my car and they're just having a conversation by themselves. So they really don't care about the driver. They just want to get to where you want to get to, and that's it. So that was one of my chronicles. Yeah, those girls that were studying to be surgeons. Unbelievable. Like, who would ever go to school and think, hey, I want to be a surgeon? But two girls, and that was pretty cool. But again, if you guys like this content, share, like, and subscribe. And definitely there's some girls out there that are definitely looking for well-to-do guys, and they're making really good paper. But always make sure that if you want somebody that's at that level, you want to make sure that you're also at that level, because they're not looking for somebody below them. They're usually looking for someone at their level too, right? So you got to know if you're looking for that, get to that level too, because that person's usually looking for someone there, right? There's a lot of people out there that are, oh, I want this and I want that. Meanwhile, they're nowhere near that level, and then they're like, oh, how come I can't find nobody there? Sometimes when you get your level up, that's when that person will come, because that person's also looking for somebody at their level, right? And that's how it is nowadays. It's not necessarily, it's like, what can you bring to the table? Who are you? What do you do? That's the way it is now, because nowadays it's all about not necessarily status, but definitely you want to make enough money that you can take care of your family and your surroundings and your situation. And a lot of times, if you want to take care of your situation, sometimes partnering with somebody that's not necessarily at that level is going to be really hard for you, because there's going to be a constant either fight or argument or discussion or conversation about what's going on, how can we get ahead. And if one person's not moving, the other person's moving, there's going to be a collision, or it's going to be like a problem. So yeah, that's just some little advice for you guys. Again, I'm married 12 years. We have 4 children. So there's a lot of experience there. I'm not an expert, but we've been through a lot, me and my wife, and we're just doing what we got to do. I hope you guys keep pushing. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. You can do it. All the best. All right. Take care.